This is the third video in our three-part series on systems of linear equations and two variables. And in this video, what we're talking about is how to solve systems of equations using matrices. Now, matrix is something that you may or may not have used before at all. I'm only going to touch the very bare surface. But there's whole branches of math that are just nothing but matrices. Unfortunately, in our class, we don't do hardly anything with matrices besides this. So, if you only know the basics that I show you in this video about matrices, that's fine, okay? But it is a method to solve systems of equations. And the nice thing about this method is it doesn't matter how many equations you have in your system, you can always, no matter what, use a matrix. Alright, so we can use matrices to solve systems of linear equations. I just said that. So on your calculator, what you're going to do is hit second matrix and then go to the edit menu to select the matrix to edit. So let's go ahead and do that. Figure this out. So I want to hit second matrix, which is right here underneath the math button. I want to go to the edit function and I want to just select a matrix to edit. I'm just going to use matrix A. So here, matrices are always named using capital letters. I'm selecting capital letter A. Then the calculator is going to ask you how big is the matrix or what are the dimensions of the matrix. The first number here is always the row number, how many rows you have, and the second number is always your columns. Now, a lot of people always get mixed up with what are rows and what are columns. Remember, columns are kind of like the Greek columns on those old buildings. In ancient Greece, columns go up and down, okay? So in our example here, we have 2 rows and 3 columns. We have a column for x, so we have equation 1, equation 2. That's row 1, row 2. Here we have a row for x's, a row for y's, a row for our regular numbers, which I'm going to call constants. Okay? So now what we want to do, so we have 2 rows and 3 columns. And you might notice as soon as you do that, the calculator is going to provide you with some blanks and you need to type in the numbers. You're only typing in the numbers, not the letters. Okay, so don't type in X, don't type in Y. All you're doing is the numbers in front. Now, it's very important when you're using matrices that the X's line up, the Y's line up, and the regular numbers or the constants line up. So in my first equation, I have 0.5 X's, or 1/2 X's, whatever you want to call it. Just hit enter to get to the next one. I have 1 y in the first equation, and I have 9 regular numbers in the first equation. Great. Hit enter again. Now you're in the second equation. So I have 7 regular x's, 4 y's, and 24 regular numbers. As soon as you get all of those done, then you're going to hit second matrix again, like it says here in this list. I'm just reading off this list. And then go to the math menu. This time you're going to scroll all the way down to option B as in boy. Option B as in boy. It's RREF. And what that stands for is reduced row echelon form. Don't really need to know what that means. Just you're selecting second matrix, go to the math menu, and then option B for boy. Hit enter. Oops, and actually, sorry, you need to be on your main screen to do this. So make sure you're on the main screen. I forgot to do that. So once you're on the main screen, go to your matrix menu, math, option B as in boy, RREF. Be careful because option A is REF. That's something different. We want RREF. Now what I need to do is to select the matrix that I edited. So I'm going to hit second matrix. This time I'm in the names menu. So option 1, I edited matrix A, so that's the one I want to select. You have to be in the names menu for this to work. Once you have it, close up parentheses, hit enter. And then you get a new matrix. You get your answer matrix. So the matrix you get, it has 2 rows and 3 columns. We have 1, 0, negative 2.4, 0, 1, 10.2. Okay, now you can leave it as fraction, or sorry, as decimals, or if you hit math, fraction, hit enter again, it'll give the answers to you as fractions. So this is equal to the same matrix. 1, 0, negative 12 over 5, 0, 1, 51 over 5. Okay? Now, what each of these tell us is it tells us, remember, in our matrices, we had x, y, regular number, or our constant. I'm going to call it our answer. So this is our answer matrix. Same thing. X, y, and this is our answer. Well, what this tells us is that 1x is equal to negative 2.4. This tells me that 1y is equal to 10.2. So your ordered pair, if you use decimals, would be negative 2.4, comma, 10.2. That would be your solution to this system. If you use fractions, this would say 1x is equal to negative 12.5, or negative 12 over 5. And also 1y is equal to 51 over 5. So if you use fractions, your answer would be the ordered pair, negative 12 over 5, comma, 51 over 5. Again, when you're solving a system, your answer is always an ordered pair. So these two are equivalent. Either way you want to write your answer, I don't care if you like decimals, great. If you like fractions, great. I would say that personally, I prefer fractions, but that's a personal thing. And then again, the beauty about using matrices is if we know how many rows and how many columns we're supposed to have, it doesn't matter how big our system is, we can always use a matrix, which you're going to see in the next video. That's it for this one. If you need help, let me know.